Oh, 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 hey. Oh, 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 hey.
My father was Clarence Morgan from Staelis, and he was in World War II.
Today we're going to bless the Veterans Memorial Pole for Tsawwassen First Nation that Westanican, Carl Morgan, and myself are going to be carving along with his apprentice Jacob.
My dad's name was Frederick Lewis Jacobs, also known as Jake. He stormed the beaches of Normandy, June 6, 1944.
Really happy and honored to have everybody here. My hands are up to everybody involved, and thanking Tsawwassen for this opportunity to carve such a wonderful piece, pay tribute to our veterans.
Walter Williams was my uncle. He enlisted in Canadian Army for the World War II. Died overseas August 19th, 1944.
Let us pray, Creator. Listen to our prayer. Thank you for bringing us together. Watch over us today. Please help us with our work. Keep our thoughts strong.
He was brave and he had his mind made up, that he wanted to fight for the country and for the First Nations people. That'd be in the back of his mind too, eh?
So we have Councillor Bryce Williams and then Carl Morgan here. They'll show their sketches, give a bit of background on them.
The Veterans Pole, it's been many years that the community's been wanting something like this, a place for families to go and to remember their loved ones who fought so hard for the country and who came home, and then some who didn't.
So what I have today is 4 different rough sketches with a little bit of color. The first one that I did here is of the soldier and a focus on the eagle above.
We didn't want to stray too much from our traditional type of art. We wanted it to be strong Coast Salish, not too contemporary, something that honored the past as well as the veterans.
My vision is seeing something like without any paint on it, a cross here to represent the fallen soldiers. I wanted to have a piece that represented the fallen soldiers and have something to recognize the sacrifices that they made.
This piece is very important for me. My grandfather served in World War II. I was very close to Uncle Rick. He told us a lot of stories. So this is a unique opportunity. I always hold my hands up to the Tsawwassen people for us to do things in our own way.
You know, when we talk about a plaque and stuff like that, I think lest we forget how our people were treated.
And I think people have to realize the symbolism of this memorial. Yes, it is for us, but we got to remember it's for the next generation of kids not to forget why we went to war.
I think that will be so healing for all of us, because Dad just died without going to get his status back. He was really hurt.
It's pretty intense, the feelings that you have with this whole process of having our own centopath to commemorate war veterans on the nation here. It's pretty special.
I'm stuck on 2 poles. Yeah, either we can do 1 pole now, like something like Bryce's, and then incorporate all these on a 2nd pole.
This one really shows the uniform.
It's tough. I kind of want to take some of that and put it, mix it up.
Yeah. I like number 3 too, because it tells the story without even the words.
If there are any other questions or comments or input, we're around. Love to hear from you. Yeah, it'd be exciting to actually see it.
The pole itself is deeply rooted in Coast Salish art and tradition. It connects our nation's story with the larger history of this land, reminding us that our culture, our values, and our sacrifices are interwoven with Canada's history.
Today we're having some of the TFN families come down to visit and check out the progress on the memorial pole. I'd say we're about 70% finished and getting into the details. Everything's shaped out. Hey, come on in. Welcome.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good, good. So one of the things that we also did to make this a more inclusive project was we invited the families to come out and to have a visit at the shed here. So you can see all the images very clearly with the eagle at the top, traditional warrior below that. He's got the feathers on his headband and his hair is all flowing. And the World War II veteran here. This guy's got the short haircut. I tried to make sure that he had the nice short haircut with the helmet. And then at the bottom, the cross and the wreath with the "Lest We Forget." So at the end of the day, the community chose several different images from Bryce and myself.
So I'm doing the top quarter and the bottom quarter, and Carl's doing the 2 middle quarters.
This looks amazing.
It's a very significant piece, a community piece, and it'd be great if you might try your hand at carving.
I can try.
It was a great day to have the families of veterans come in and participate and carve and just inspire us some more to complete this project in the best way.
You guys just make it look so easy. I'm just kind of looking at this eagle, and my grandfather used to play lacrosse, and his nickname was Eagle Eyes. A nice connection with the eagle.
Yeah.
And then my Uncle Walter also played lacrosse. He signed up for the war when he was 18. My uncle went through the residential school system, so maybe he's looking for a better life than the residential school.
I'm always very interested in our history. You know, I hadn't heard any stories from the Williams family. When they're telling stories and a little bit of his history, it was very important for me to listen.
I've got a couple of photographs. This is a picture before he enlisted, so he's in Tsawwassen at the farm.
Oh, wow.
He wrote letters to my dad, talked about how he wished he was back in Tsawwassen working on the farm. My dad's letter, he wished that they could have fun times again. It was heartbreaking when the news came about that my uncle died. And her wish of the day of that era was, I want to bring my son home.
I think the ancestors would be happy to see you guys carving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd like to thank you, all of you, for coming out today. It means a lot from Bryce and I. To hear in more detail the story of Walter Williams and his sacrifice. And it meant a lot to me for the family to share those photos and the fact that we're honoring the memories of all of these veterans and their sacrifice for our communities. Hey, there he is.
Hey, how's it going?
How you guys doing?
Come on in.
It's coming along.
We're out of the chainsaw power tool phase.
Yeah, I guess so. Eh?
Nice.
Now we're detailing.
Yeah, nice just to get a nice hand-finished look. It was very heartwarming for me to have my uncles here and my Auntie Ruth. I don't get to see them too much at my shop here, so to have them come and try their hand at carving and to share again more of the history of our people.
Trying to think, like in the early 40s, not allowed to vote, not allowed to practice our sion, not allowed to drink. I remember Dad telling a story where he came back, fought for his country, and was told that he can't go into the legions, which was meant for the soldiers that came back. Right?
Veterans.
So he went into the Legion, and he wanted to get served a beer. They wouldn't serve him. All his buddies were in there, and finally he got served a beer, though.
Uncle came back and got his status, but my dad didn't.
No?
No. When he went in the war, he lost his status and lost his ranch.
Disenfranchised.
Disenfranchised, yeah.
Yeah.
So that you could become a Canadian.
When settlers, they got a house and a little piece of land.
Yeah.
And he didn't get that. Instead, he got his taken away from him.
For me, it was a very moving day. Just really reminds us of how important this work is for the community.
Dear Creator, bless this beautiful work that he's done for all of the First Nations who went into the war. And I know that you're watching here, all of our ancestors, my dad, Carl's grandpa, and Uncle Ricky, So for all the other ones that didn't make it to from this nation and all other nations, Creator, bless this work that is going to make healing for all of our ancestors. Thank you, Creator. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
We're coming together today to honor our veterans in the past and the women who held the families together while their veterans went to war.
Ich le titwials, atsit sol siem, quienem attesant stitwials, sitama u I mistolch skakip, hich lemetolch tenatweal, tathicum chuch I sawatolch a tatsiai st, quomstuch ta squalowinst, awitst thaal malket.
Today, we come together to unveil a single, powerful house post that will stand in honor of Indigenous veterans, including those whose families and spirits remain close to our community. Through the good work happening here, the work of caring for our people, our veterans, and our shared memory, we ensure their spirits can rest easier, knowing they are remembered and respected. To the families who carry the memory of these veterans, and to all who stand with us today in gratitude and reflection, we raise our hands to you. May this house post stand for generations as a testament to how far we have come and how deeply we honor those who came before us.
There's been a long history. In the Boer War, the First World War, Second War of Korea, First Nations people volunteered at a greater number than any other identifiable group in a country for which they were not allowed to be citizens. And when they came home, faced racism and the most draconian measures of Duncan Campbell Scott, the Indian Act. Cookstam, all my relations, it's an honor to stand with you.
For me, be trusted to carve this piece for the community meant a lot to me, to honor my family members and all of the Indigenous veterans that served. Thank you to this young man, Jacob Paul. He helped carve this piece and he learned a lot through this process.
It's a true honor to work on a project like this, a project that means so much to everyone. It's an honor to pay tribute to all of our veterans, men and women, in such a significant way.
My husband and I were booking our trip to France. We really wanted to make sure we made the time to go and visit Great Uncle Walter's final resting place. And it was just so extremely peaceful. And to think about just how terrible that countryside was torn up during the war, and for his final sight there, looking over the countryside, it was so peaceful. Words almost can't capture the pride of the sacrifice that Walter gave to ensure that our generations from him have peace, have justice, have a good life ahead of us.
It's been a long time in the making to have a special place to honor Indigenous veterans of Tsawwassen and other Indigenous veterans, and so glad to see it come to fruition.
My feelings today are that our ancestors are celebrating, they're honored, and they're so happy that the work is being done. It was just really beautiful to see the crowd and have an Indigenous veteran here as well to speak.
Each Indigenous veteran served for their own reasons. All of them demonstrated tremendous bravery and courage. And while they may not have seen the progress that came from their service and sacrifice, they have led to the policy changes that have led us today to National Indigenous Veterans Day.
I'm very thankful and grateful that these individuals made those sacrifices for our people and for our nation. And it was a tough road after the war, but I'm glad where we're at in this day and age.
I really hope that the community just recognizes the history of our people, you know, like they walk away with a better understanding of what our ancestors went through historically and why we have to fight for our rights so hard. Really hope that we capture that for the families and we honor the veterans in the best way we can.
I mean, I think that's the importance and the significance of having the pole and the plaques, so that we can remember and each year share those stories.
It's important for the youth today to know they have relations and people from here that fought for their country. It's important for them to be proud.
My hope is it's recognition of the sacrifices that our three members gave to this community.
I hope the youth will understand what their grandfathers and great-grandfathers went through.
Yeah, and keep the stories going.
In the past, many laws in this country actively discriminated against Indigenous peoples. We were denied voting rights, our freedoms were restricted, and our ability to govern ourselves was constantly undermined. And yet, despite those injustices, our members still chose to serve. The Veterans Pole ensures that their stories will continue to be told and that the pride we have in them will endure for generations.